Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're gonna do just like a chill testing some new makeup. I made a very tiny order to Ulta the other day and I figured I would show you guys what I got and kind of test them out on camera. So this is the look I came up with. I'm not obsessed with it. These brows are gonna be coming off as soon as I'm done with this video because it was awful. But yeah, so today we're testing out. Some of this is first impression, some of this isn't. I'm using the new Too Faced Born This Way multi-use concealer. I'd already used this once before and I really liked it, so I figured I would show you guys how I've been using this. I use the Body Shop Rose Dewy Glow Face Mist. I tested out some drugstore stuff from Revlon and Maybelline, and I also tested out the Kathleen Lights Colourpop Dream Street palette. So that's what we're doing today. If you guys are interested in seeing me test out and use some of this new makeup, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm sorry if you can hear my husband playing games out there. He wasn't ready to go to bed this morning. So I just primed my skin with the Pixi Rose Flash Balm and the Milk Makeup Blur Stick, so I am dewy and blurred out, and it's just a nice little combination I've been doing lately. So for our skin today, I am not going to go in with the foundation. I'm actually going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer and use this as like a spot concealer all over the face and under the eyes. And yeah, I'm going to basically just use this as my foundation today. So I have mine in the shade Swan. Basically, they claim that this is a hydrating, long-wearing, photo-friendly, non-comedogenic I don't know what that word means. It says it has coconut water to delicately replenish skin's moisture levels, alpine rose to brighten skin's appearance and promote elasticity, and hyaluronic acid for a smoother, more youthful looking appearance, which is fantastic. Says you can cover, contour, highlight, and retouch with the super perfecting natural finish concealer makeup hybrid, the ultimate multi-use formula for a modern and hydrated photo-ready complexion. So this bottle is massive. You get half a fluid ounce in here. So I have the Born This Way foundation right here. It's literally half the size of the foundation bottle. It's insane how massive this is. It's the same like glass bottle, really nice heavy duty plastic lid, and it twists off and you've got your massive diamond shaped doe foot here. This bottle is just screams luxury to me, just like this one does. It's so nice, and the fact that you get half a fluid ounce, like, that's insane. So this foundation retails for $29 and it comes in 20 different shades, which the shade range isn't awful. It's definitely not the worst we've seen. Obviously, you know, 40 shades would be amazing, but that's probably asking a little too much. So this is fantastic. When I first got this, I held it up against the Urban Decay Naked Skin and the Tarte Shape Tape, and these dwarf in size compared to this bad boy. The Tarte Shape Tape, you get 0.33 of an ounce, and then the Urban Decay one, you get 0.16 of an ounce. And I'm pretty sure all of these are $29, which is crazy. I know this one is. I think this one's like 27 to 29, somewhere in there. They keep raising the price on it, it's weird. But yeah, $29 for all of these, and this is by far the biggest one, so I think that's awesome. They definitely did something great for their customers with this. Like, this is fantastic. And spoiler alert, I already kind of love this concealer. This is not a first impression for me. Most of this isn't. I've used half of these products. Oh crap, I was gonna go with this. Okay, so I forgot I wanted to go in with the Body Shop Rose Dewy Glow Face Mist. It says it hydrates, illuminates, it's makeup friendly. I would hope it's makeup friendly. So I'm going to shake this up. It comes in a just regular spray bottle. This bottle was $10 from Ulta, and you get 2 fluid ounces in here, which is pretty cool. This sprayer is like a friggin' water nozzle. It's insane. Like, it, let me see if I can like Do you see that? Like it just kind of like spurts it out. It's ridiculous. I mean, too much. It like soaks your face. It's ridiculous. You have to hold it like as far back as possible. It's really nice. It smells like roses. I don't know if it necessarily gives a dew, but it's really nice and it feels good on the skin, and it's a nice way to kind of like wake up and refresh yourself, right? So like I said, we're gonna go in with this concealer kind of like all over the face. I did this the other day and I loved the way it looked. Like I said, I have the shade Swan, which is also the shade that I wear in the foundation because it's the lightest shade. Well, it was the lightest shade. They actually expanded the foundation range to include some darker shades and one lighter one. So if Swan previously was too dark for you or too yellow, you might look into the new lightest shade. But I have Swan in the concealer, which I don't understand why they would do Swan as the lightest shade of the concealer when they know that they did a lighter shade in the foundation. Like I feel like, especially because most people use concealer to highlight and conceal. I don't know, it's very annoying to me, but this is like my perfect skin tone shade. So I'm going to dot this on like my problem area. So I have like one little pimple right over here because, you know, I started using a foundation again that I know breaks me out, and I still use it because it's freaking beautiful. I'm gonna put a little bit on my chin, a little bit on my rosy little cheeks, on the tip of my nose, a few little dots over here, and then we'll use a little bit under the eyes as well. And that's literally all you need. Like this concealer spreads, sorry about that, it spreads crazy far. So I'm gonna take my Real Techniques Instapop cheek brush. So what I've been loving to blend out my under eye concealer, and it works great for this spot concealing as well. I look crazy, don't I? Let me do this. So it's funny when you when I first tap it out, it starts to look like it's gonna be like really, really light for me. But as it blends in, it just becomes like my perfect shade. And this is like ridiculously full coverage. I'm not gonna judge it based on that pimple though, because it's like nothing would cover it basically. So I'm gonna do this over here. Yeah, see, even that on my chin was too much, so I'm gonna wipe some off with my brush and go back in. And obviously because I'm spreading this all over my face, it's not the full coverage that you would expect if you did like concentrate it under your eye or anything like that. But I just want to show you guys that it doesn't just have to be an under eye concealer, that it works beautifully all over the face as well. It also looks beautiful blended out with your finger. I actually haven't used a sponge with this concealer yet because I've just been so on the kick of my brush and whatnot. This has definitely replaced Tarte Shape Tape for me because like it has the same coverage that you would expect from Tarte Shape Tape. I have hair on my face. But it's much more hydrating on the skin, and it just doesn't look as cakey and dry and heavy as Tarte Shape Tape does. So I'm really freaking happy that Too Faced came out with this and went with a hydrating formula because it's just so excited. It's so good. And look at that. I don't have any foundation on, just, you know, a few tiny little dots here and there, and I basically look like I have a full coverage foundation on. It's fantastic. So, okay, so next up for eyes, I finally, come on out there. I picked up the Colourpop and Kathleen Light's Dream Street palette. I am so freaking excited for this. It's gorgeous. I've wanted it since it came out, but I put it off because I was like, oh, it's just more warm tones. I don't need it. I had the Soap Culture in my collection, so I don't need the blues, but I got rid of the Soap Culture because I hate it. So I needed the blues, you know? Okay, so I really want to dig into the blues, but I have a feeling I'm not going to do that because I have things I have to do today. So we're going to do a super basic look. So I'm sorry about that, but such is life. So let me see if I can figure out the naming of this, because this is one of those palettes where like it doesn't correspond correctly on the back, like it's like flipped on the back. It's very weird. So like Water Bearer says it's right here, but it's like over here. That makes sense. So I'm basically, the only color I know in here is Water Bearer. It's that matte blue. So whenever I want a name for the shadow, I have to like base it off of where Water Bearer is. So I'm gonna go in with Magical, which is just this like skin toned shade right here, like the warm tone skin tone, basically. Okay, now I'm gonna dip into the shade Shooting Star, which is right here next to it. It's just another mid-tone color, but it's more of like a cool tone type of shade. Alright, I think I'm gonna go super basic and just take this like domed brush, and I'm gonna take the shade Potion, which is right here. And I'm gonna put, actually I'm gonna mix that a little bit with the dark brown in the palette, which is Elfish. I'm gonna mix those two together and put that in the outer corner. Now I'm just taking that first fluffy brush and the reddish brown called Potion, and I'm just gonna kind of fluff it over it. Everything. That got a little out of hand quicker than I thought it was going to. The shades were like almost a little too easy to blend. If that's even a thing. It's like I wasn't even trying, and all of a sudden it was up at my brow bone. That was ridiculous. So I'm gonna take this flat brush and I'm gonna take the shade Moony, which is down here. It's like a champagne-y type shade. I'm gonna put that on the lid as well as on the brow bone. I'm also gonna drag this into the inner corner. Alright, I'm gonna take this like tiny fluffy brush and I'm gonna go in with the first two shades that we took, basically these two shades, and I'm just gonna mix those together and throw them on the lower lash line just for a little definition. Okay, that'll work, I guess. Probably not my favorite look ever, but I can't really go too crazy with it today. I have things I have to do, unfortunately. I'm gonna take that Moony shade on my finger though and build that up a little bit. Okay, so I went ahead and added bronzer and highlighter. In case you're interested, I used the Marc Jacobs Fantastic Bronzer and the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal highlighter. Those are a lot of words. Okay, so, I also used the Flower Beauty Lash Warrior Mascara. So, we have two products left. I have a brow product and a lipstick. So, this brow product intrigued me, and now I'm worried because I got the soft black, which normally would work, but I haven't dyed my hair in a few months, so I'm at a very warm reddish brown blonde state, so I don't know that this is going to work very well. But basically, shouldn't have torn that apart. This is the Revlon Color Stay Brow Tint. It says it's waterproof. It's got a precise tip, wears up to 24 hours. And basically it says it precisely tints and shapes for an easy all-day alternative to microblading. So it's like wing liner, but for your brows. And I got the shade Soft Black. So we'll see how this works. Because since it's a liquid, it's going to be a lot more intense than a pencil would normally be. Actually, that might work for me. It is soft black, but it's almost got like a grayish undertone to it, and it's not like full pigment. It's a little watery. And all right, we'll see how this works. Again, I still have to leave the house today, so this, God, I hope this works. I also pulled my back of my hair because my bangs were driving me crazy. So I already suck at brows, so I feel like this is going to be a absolute disaster. I'm really, okay. All right, I'm going to run this under the brow. Let you guys see a little bit more. How about that? All right. Okay, so pro tip, the thing dries out very quickly. Crap. Oh god, this is not. This is not working well. My eyebrow looks so jacked up. What the world? It's like leaving chunks in my brow when I try and brush it out. Let me do something different. Let me try, I'm gonna take a tiny little slanted brush and I'm gonna take the tip of this and I'm gonna try and like wipe some of this off and use the brush. I think even you can tell on camera that my brow looks jacked up. Oh my lord. The shade isn't too bad. I can definitely get away with the shade. So that's not awful. Okay. No. This is so freaking hard. I don't understand. This makes it so much harder to do your brows. Like, it's not easy. It doesn't make anything easier. So why? What? I don't understand. No, absolutely not. That just made it so much easier. It took me like 20 minutes. My brows still look jacked up. I'm gonna have to go in with makeup remover and like clean them up. And it's like, they look patchy and it like leaves little dots and it's liquidy, but it doesn't blend out, and it's just, no. If you want something like this, I would say use a pomade. Use literally anything but this. Because it just, no. And it did work a little bit better to go in with a brush and like get it off of it and then go in with that, but at the same time it's like, what? Why? Why? If I wanted to do that, I would just get a pomade. You know, it's too much. It's too much work. So to end this, God, my brows look so bad. I'm gonna go in with this new, what the hell is this? It's from Maybelline. It's the Lipstick Rouge Color Sensational in Undressed Pink. We'll see, I don't know. It's supposed to be like a sheer balmy type of situation, I guess. So this is what it looks like. It looked like it was gonna be like a rosy situation, I guess. What the? Okay, let me. No. What the fudgesicle? Oh no. This is not a good look for anyone. This was not a good look in 2002, and it's not a good look now. This like weird baby pink that's like really, really pigmented and colored, but also sheer, like I can see my lip color through it. No, 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 no. This looks awful. First of all, pink is just not my color. Like, I am not a pink lipstick kind of girl. But the formula itself, it just looks like it's pigmented, but it's also sheer. It's like not an opaque pigmented, it's just, I had things to do today, guys. God damn it. All right, I'm gonna wipe this off. I can't with this. when I bought this, I thought it was going to be like the Revlon Ultra HD lipsticks where it's like a balmy type texture with a little bit of color to it, and it's not. So I'm going to go in with this. This is in the shade HD Sand. This is one of my favorite ones. Much better. This shade is like my perfect lip color shade, so it just kind of blends perfectly in. Maybe this is just a shade, what? Maybe this is just like the wrong shade for me. Maybe I need a different shade, but still it looked weird. I don't know. I don't think I would spend my money on this again because I think this was like 10 bucks. I can't see myself buying another one, trying to see if a different shade would work better for me. That was a big no. So, to recap, lipstick, no. Brow tint, God no. Love the concealer. We'll love this till the end of time, basically. I like the Body Shop spray. It's nice. I think it definitely gave my skin a nice dew and hydration. It's just a nice way to kind of like prep the skin and then to refresh throughout the day. And I like the eyeshadow palette. I'm not necessarily blown away by it, but I need to use it more and see what I can get out of it. But the shades blended ridiculously easy. Like y'all saw, it was up to my brow bone and I wasn't even trying. So I do like this, and I will continue to play around with it, and I will update you in a future video. So I hope you guys liked this try on testing new makeup type of video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.